Hello, Fredlings. I'm Claude from Chicago. We are here for real people with real creativity in real time. Fredlings, never give up, and I won't on you. And today we are back playing Planet Coaster, as you see by the YouTube title here. But people that are watching this live here on Twitch, we are going to be making a brand new park, and this park is going to be something that we have not done before. We have done 3 parks and one still in the process. We have done the first one, which was a Fred's Wonder World, which was a Magic Kingdom recreation. Django dropping 100 bits. He knows he's going to be remembered in history now with this video. Thank you so much. And Meep for 3 months sub the other day. Thank you so much. He's a big contributor here on the Planet Coaster series as well. But it's going to be a budget park, and we're going to be doing some inspiration, drawing them some from, obviously, Pinewood Hills, you know. We're going to be drawing from Blackpool Pleasure Beach as well. So those are going to be some of the big concepts that we look at. So if you're curious, that's where I'm going to be pulling some of my knowledge from. I'm not saying that this is going to be entirely an British park, but I want to draw from some of those aspects. So it's not going to be super themed. Like we said, Fred's Wonder World was super heavily themed towards like the Magic Kingdom. Then we had Fred's Movie Studios, which was obviously the movie park, which was, I think, by far my favorite. And then we have been working on Fred's Showcase or Fred's History Park as well. So those are still in the process, or that last one is still in the process. The other 2 are done, so you watch the full series on YouTube. Because I believe those were done on live stream on YouTube. So you can watch that whole thing back, but these are recorded on Twitch. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get ourselves in some of the opening ticket booths and boxes set up for this video. So let's throw that in the time lapse, and I'll see you in a second. The first build that we are going to do here in Lucky Lakes is actually going to be the ticket booth, box office, /info booth, /bag check-in claim. And there will be also additional amenities on the side of this building, or in this building, I mean, to be exact. We're going to go with the nice classic Castle Stone. I think Castle Stone is such a beautiful texture of a wall and has so many different pieces that can be utilized in so many different fashions. The archway is the only entrance, I believe, that is a door. You can use other little doors too, but that's the only one that I have been using. I just think it fits perfectly. So here we are. We're going to add some info booth signs on the side, as well as a restroom on the left side of these info booths, because there is going to be 2 box office tickets. There will be a bathroom, a baño, on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side will be a medical tent, or a medical first aid area. Here we're going with some nice, beautiful ribbons. They are the American ones, which I just recolored to be our colors of the park. Light baby blue, white, and light green. I think those colors will match the lake vibe, as Meep and Simon both agreed on. And I did try to use these flags from the go-kart section. And those flags would look really nice, but there's nothing to tuck the end of the pole away. So I do have to pretty much have to ditch that idea. But that is a good idea if you're building your own park. If you want to use some really nice waving flags, that would be really cool. Like one of those car sales areas, you see when you drive by here, at least in the United States, there's a lot of them. For people that don't know, or if I haven't said it enough, I'm going to say it a lot throughout the series, that this is going to be a budget theme park. So it's going to have a budget. We're not going to go super overboard, and everything is going to be kind of basic. There will be some themed areas, and there will still be a lot of details, because we're not going to get rid of that. But the details this time are not going to be super high-end, super high budget. They're just going to be, sort of medium-sized budget, something what the park would actually be able to accommodate. So, for example, let's say this park made $50,000 a month, which seems like a lot, but compared to Disney World, I believe when max capacity was around, Magic Kingdom alone brought in 54,000 guests a day, which they all paid roughly what? I think it was, let's just round it to $100 a person. So, a lot of money per day, let's say, but this park would only get like 50,000, maybe, let's just say, a month. So obviously we have to stick within that budget. Obviously there could be some times where we get a lot more. Maybe donors come on in and pay for the park. Blackpool Pleasure Beach, I believe, and what is it called? Towers? Goodness me, Meep's gonna be so mad. The Towers, right? The towers in the UK, they have what's it called? The little squares you can buy and stones you put in the park so that guests can also have a little memory, and it gives a little bit of financial contribution. Disney World also does this too. But the first building that we're going to do inside of our plaza, because we're going to be working a majority on the plaza today, is going to be the Great Simon. We've seen him so many times here in this channel. One of my longest subscribers here that consistently watches. So thank you so much, Simon. Simon wanted to have a bar area inside, which would be perfect to come on into the park and relax. Obviously, even if you didn't want to go on any rides, you could just come straight on inside and work on the or not work on, get yourself a little drink. The second place is we're going to be making an ice cream shop for noons. This is sort of something that I wasn't planning on doing so early in the series, but I believe it is probably my favorite build here. There's so many little details we'll add to this building, even though it's not tall. It has so many little details in here. It's going to be selling milkshakes and ice cream. There's even little windows in the back so that the workers can open it up and get a nice little refreshment. On screen there, you did briefly see our Discord. Simon was dropping in so many graphics for screens in the park, which I was so happy for. And if you want to contribute in any sort of way, we will put them in the Discord in the hashtag, I think it was Planet Coaster or City Builders, and you could just drop your own little graphics in there. No need to do that, and we do call this shop over here Habibis. And then we put a little ice cream cone on the top, which we'll be re-changing with a 3D one. And this is the only building so far that actually has the barriers, so guests cannot walk through the walls. I will have to do the rest of those. I have not done that yet for the other little food buildings in here, but we will get to that eventually. And then inside here, we made some custom seating, which was not shown on the video, but we did end up putting some custom seating in there, which looks really well, so accommodates to all the guests. This is Liam's hotel here. Their hotel will be relocated outside. You'll see that later in the video. But Liam hit 100 hours watched here on stream. So if you're watching this at this point, give him a little shout out here in the comment section down below. Because hitting 100 hours watched live on Twitch is a feat that not many people reach. And I'm so proud and so thankful for him for all of his supports. And I know he watches these back. So thank you so much, Liam, for all your support, both financially and watching-wise. Speaking of Janko reached 3,000 bits donated on stream, and he will be getting a gift shop very soon. But here at the end of Liam's building, we did a little nice pool section so that guests can come at the hotel, swim outside if it's nice and warm, and obviously stay inside of the building as well. In the lobby area, we did a nice little custom lobby entrance, which is really cool because we haven't done that in a very long time. Speaking of Janko, we gave him a beautiful gift shop here, which has the custom pieces we made in Fred Movie Studios, as well as we changed the design. We also put in some of those carousel rides there, which are old parts from one of the broken down rides or one of the original classics in the Blackpool Pleasure Beach. There is old parts you can buy from rides, and I really want to imitate that in some sort of way in this park. And this is the first building we did with proper lighting in the ceiling, which I do recommend to anybody that is playing Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo. If you want to have your parks look so much better, add the lighting in before you build the rest of the building. So add the lights into the roof and add the lights in on the walls, because it saves you so much time later, because all you're going to be doing is duplicating them around. And we will come back through these old buildings as you see right now, putting in some basic floor lights and just rotating them down 90 degrees, pulling them down, and it just pops it up. And then over here, we do the same thing on the outside with some up lights, dull them down a little bit on the grayscale, and it looks so good. Then we go back over to Habibis, add in some lights over here. We do add some Christmas lights and a little penguin, which we'll add a little bit later on. This was a deal or a workshop item that I got, and I decided not to use the Christmas pack, I decided to use our own, as well as in the in-game ones. I think the custom ones are so much nicer to do because, you know, it's all made by me. So maybe that's the reason why. But we add so many little Christmas lights here. I did try to attempt to use that workshop item here. Just decided not to use it and go against it. And then over here in the middle, you did see it for a brief second. We did have a nice little fountain for our King Planet Coaster guy. And I heard a lot of news from the producers behind the scenes that they wanted real water and real everything. And, you know, this is your park. I just built it. And it looks so much better, especially at nighttime, because the lights reflect so beautifully. And it was such a good change we did. And it's the first lake, quote, quote. I know it's not a lake. Claude Lakes needs to be this certain square. I know. It's a theme park. It's a theme park, okay? Please. We decided to go with the palm trees on the outside of the lake. And then right next to Habibi's, we are going to be adding in a classic American diner that will be selling classic American food like barbecue, as well as hot dogs and some Pip Shot water, because obviously we're sponsored by them. So we want to make sure that we do have those accommodations available to the guests in the park. And we are going to be going with that classic American theme. So we're going to be putting in some nice wood floor. We're going to be adding in a lot of details with the scenery on the side. Considering we're not going to be in the building so much, we're not going to go super crazy on the interior details on this one, because eventually we're going to lag out the world. The whole goal of this series is to lag out the world so bad that we can't add anything else in, and I'm pretty sure we're going to do that because this plaza area took us 3 streams to do, and I believe roughly 10 to 12 hours. The first ride we add into the park is the beautiful Ferris wheel here. It is connected to Habibi's ice cream, and the guests can get a nice, beautiful picture outside the Ferris wheel and, you know, get some ice cream before or after. I think that would be such a cool idea to do. Hello, Fredlings. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. And here we are in Lucky Lakes and Planet Coaster, our brand new series. And this time lapse has been nothing but great. Great 3 live streams totaling about 10 hours plus built. And the first building that you are greeted to without the car park, which will eventually be coming, is Liam's hotel here. Liam hit 100 hours on Twitch. And inside of his hotel, there's a nice little warm lobby that guests can come stay in. There's a check-in area, and a majority, I think, of all posters, except for a couple, are created by Simon. And this is Liam's hotel, open 24/7, so you can come stay at the hotel while visiting the park. And when you come on in here, you can get a ticket and you can get your bags checked before coming on in. And the Lucky Lake signs and these 2 signs were created by Meep, so thank you so much, Meep, for that. And then on the other side, it's pretty much the exact same thing, but this side has first aid and this side has the bathrooms, which, by the way, this is sort of a low-budget park, if you have not realized yet, or if I didn't say it enough. But this is sponsored by Pip Shot Water, drink for life, and then this one says ride the way. But Lucky Lakes, you come on in, very similar to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, coming into their entrance. And when you come over here, you can see the first ride right behind Habibi's ice cream, which is the Ferris wheel, which was actually a really good addition to the park. And I think maybe this should be the thumbnail. I know I said that on stream, but I think this should really be the thumbnail. Like, now this looks so much better. But when you first come on in, we added in some holiday lights. I did this off stream. We just repurposed our History Parks lights and changed them up a little bit here. So there is some holiday lights with the tree. We have ourselves inside of here, our movie park inside, and we added some new holiday textures and made their gift shop super beautiful. This is Janko's shop. He donated 13K bits here in the channel. Sorry, not 13K, 3,000 bits. Sorry, 3,000 bits. I jumped a little bit ahead, 3,000 bits. But thank you so much, Janko. And this is our interior for our beautiful, beautiful gift shop. On this side, we have Simon's Bar and Lounge. I'm so sorry, Simon. I'm not gonna. It's gonna take me a while to remember the name. But inside of here, we have all his beautiful posters here. Obviously, so many of them, and Coca-Cola is the drink exclusive to Lucky Lakes theme park for only the U.S. regions. And inside here, you can get yourself some drinks as well as some coffee for the in-game stuff. And there's a little outside area, so at the end of the day at the park, you can sit outside with some friends and family and just relax in the beautiful weather. Over on this side, we have the same similar lights, but this side we have ourselves a diner here, which sells hot dogs and all American items here. This is supposed to represent sort of one of those pancake shops, and we have our Pip Shot water guy coming over here. Apparently it's $13 for a water, and then there's hot dogs currently not being sold. They must have sold out for today, and then some barbecue over here. And the interior, this was a little bit more basic, but it has all the American iconic themes and stuff. So you can come on in and sit down with the family and relax and take a little bit break from the sun. And then obviously Habibi's, one of my most favorite additions to the park. But before I get to there, we have our beautiful little entrance here with the water popping up and all of that, which was shown briefly on the time lapse, but it was repurposed a couple times to get it to work. But Habibi's ice cream, we have the beautiful holiday lights, wreaths. There's outdoor seating. There's a bunch of places to relax, and it is a stellar hit here in the parks. We have milkshakes and ice cream being sold. These workers are working nonstop, 24/7, getting everyone their Habibi's ice cream. And then in here we have some seating for custom seating, as well as some seating that guests can actually sit on and enjoy. It's actually really nice actually looking out. I haven't had a chance to take a look out. By the way, this stuff over here can just get yoinked out because we don't need that anymore. But you can take a look at this. And this guy, he's literally cleaning it right off the table. But when we come outside, you can get straight onto the beautiful Ferris wheel with a nice penguin here that I found on the workshop, a LED penguin for the Christmas holiday times. And once you get onto the ride itself, we can take ourselves a nice little overview of the park and see the beautiful things. If these people were not in my way, we might be able to get a little bit of a better view. But when we come on down, you can see the beautiful park. So I hope you Fredlings enjoyed this time lapse. Once again, these streams are brought to you by the great Twitch subscribers, tip donators, bit donators, and future merchandise holders. And remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck.